Good morning, everybody. We are off on a bit of a tour today of the city Fez. We have a guide that we have hired to show us around. This is the palace wall. This is the actual palace where the king sometimes takes up residence, although not right now.
So this is like what you call zalige. You know this word? Have you ever heard
All
of
this
zalige?
tile work is hand done.
Zalige is azulejos. Spanish.
It's gorgeous.
Blue tiles.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now we're in the old Jewish quarter of the city. There is no longer a very big Jewish population, but there used to be a large Jewish population. So this is the old Jewish quarter. This is the old synagogue. It is now a museum, and it is very beautiful. We never would have found this alone.
Actually, always oriented east, so always east.
We're driving by the walls of the Medina. The Medina is the old ancient walled city. This is the Medina from this nice kind of aerial view. Those are some ruins. They were destroyed, obviously. And there's a little donkey creeping around the hill. Hi, little donkey. Okay, now we're heading into the Medina. That there is the gate.
You are north side of the Medina, okay? We are here, we are north side. This is south, the other fortress. Remember I showed you the other fortress was here. And we stopped almost, this is here, and we stopped almost next to the tomb. Tombo? Tombs? Tombo de Mirini, the ruins you have seen above, over there, you see? So the view is from there. The whole thing is the Medina. And that's the park I told you about, the Imperial Park, the Royal Park, and this is the King Palace from the late 19th century. What we have seen the Jewish Quarter and the King Palace was on this area. Mallah, Jewish Quarter, so the King Palace. And we will spend our time wandering around in the heart of the mosque of the Medina, the Mosque Al-Karawi in the center of the Medina. This is Madrasa over here, the famous tannery. I'm going to show it to you. I show you like a madrasa. There's two historical sites here, the tannery, and just walk around here, have lunch, look at different class people carrying heavy things.
Donkeys and mules are the only type of transportation allowed in the Medina, and they have to be muzzled, otherwise they eat all the food in the market. So this is where in the olden days the caravans would come through, and they would keep their wares, and they would stay up in those rooms up there. These ladies are sorting through sheep's wool. It looks like pretty hard work, and it's very hot, and I'd imagine very dusty.
Everything is locally grown, all the vegetables, all the food.
Oh, there's chickens. Looking at the cats. How'd they get up there? So this is an old Quranic school. To get in, you had to memorize the entire Quran. Beautiful tile work in here too. You won't see any images of God because that is not allowed in Islam. But you will see in some of these tiles there's calligraphied scriptures worked in the artwork. It says God in Arabic. Back out in the marketplace. We have found ourselves in what I like to call a special shop. And this is for carpets. It's really a tourist trap, but there are also some really beautiful carpets in here, so that's okay. And it's in a very cool old style house. This is the view from the roof of the carpet shop. looking out all over the Medina.
Just got hustle.
We're now in a spice shop. Look at all these spices. So we have had quite the morning. We are now taking a lunch break before we go back out. We could have died. Grady.
I'll just go.
They're trying to keep things okay. In the argan oil shop, they did make this like little package of like stuff like spice, and then it comes up and, like sticks it right in your one nose and like plugs your other one, so you have to breathe through it. Scary. And it was like, we're pretty sure it was like menthol, but it could have been like chlorophyll. It could have been something else really easily, and we would have just inhaled it.
I've never breathed in my second nostril.
It did. You know what? My nostrils feel very clear now, though.
Fasting, so they prefer even prayer, not prayer time. They will just stay in the mosque, read the Quran, meditate.
So this is overlooking the tannery where they prepare all the pelts of the animals for leather. Those white spaces are where they clean them, and then the other bins are different dyes. And if I can't remember, like blue is indigo, red is poppies. And we have to use mint to cover our nose and breathe through it because it turns out tanneries smell horrible. Watching them weave at another special shop for scarves and different, I don't know, linens.
We lost Dad. It happens a lot, but really I don't know if he can navigate his way out of here, so. And I think our guide is a little frustrated. Probably because we didn't buy anything. We did. We bought Chris's engine.
The police are involved.
This is where our tour turns into something a little more than we
Bargained for.
That's nice and thank you guys.
Dad,
If you're watching this.
if you could keep up next time, that'd be swell.
Oh, they're pigeons. Or doves.
We made it back up to the gate with our guide.
We located Dad, kind of.
The guide, Dad did call our guide,
We think.
we think. And we
There's
think
also a
he's
bunch
at,
of other guides out looking for Dad.
So we think he's at another gate and taking a taxi here. But our guide got in a taxi to go see if he could find Dad because he's not sure if Dad can find a taxi at the gate that he's at.
I think I might be done with my Moroccan experience.
We're outside the Medina.
That's really hot.
There's no one else.
What? Sorry.
The lost has been found.
Do you need to tell him what happened, Dad?
Well, so there we were walking. They got a little bit ahead of me. Big thing happened. And all these people came around, and there's a little fight going on in a really tiny street. They're pulling each other apart, and I'm on one side and watching you guys go
We didn't even
around
notice.
the corner. And oh, at least it was loud. So then the area clears, and I'm start working my way up, and I see some things that I know, and so I'm thinking, okay, I'm on the right path. And then I hit a fork in the road, and I look up one way, nobody. Look up the other way, nobody. I choose one way. I pull up my phone. Thankfully, I geotagged the parking lot, and I start following my geotag. And then somebody sees me with my phone out walking, says, "Oh, where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to the parking lot with the gate." And they said, "Oh, I'll walk you." He's got a watermelon on one shoulder, a bag in the other. And he walks me. We keep walking up, and then we get to a spot, and he says, "Oh, it's just right up there." So he leaves me. I walk just right up there, and it's the wrong car park. So, but now I'm on the hill. I can get a cell call, and our guide calls, and he says, "Oh, put the phone to somebody who speaks Arabic." And so I did. The guy says, "Okay, we'll get you a taxi." And then along came this boy. He was the parking lot boy. He says, "Oh, I'll walk you." And so parking lot boy and I walked, and we get to the place. We were all the way up to the top of where we took the pictures from.
Oh yeah.
That's where he found me. We were so close to you. I was probably a 2-minute walk to get to you when our tour guide came up in a van. But before this, the tourist police stop, and they yell at my parking lot boy. And they say, what? And then the guy in the driver's seat looks at me and he says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I came up at the wrong parking lot, and this young man was helping me to get to my correct parking lot. So you're okay?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "He's not tour?" And I said, "No, he's just walking me." So then we get picked up, I get brought back, and everybody's safe and sound.
Yep.